I don't like Elon Musk. He made my daughter cry. But he's very, very rich. In fact, if you had Elon's money, you could spend $1 million a day on food, buy all the most expensive private jets and yachts in the world, own every single team in the NFL, NBA, MLB, and NHL combined, and you'd still be able to fill the Empire State Building with dollar bills and have millions of dollars left over. Think you could spend $1 million a day? I'm going to show you how. Now consider this. Billionaires don't make these mistakes with money. Do you? Until Dr. Williams cracked the Elon code, I made these money mistakes like most people do. Now, I make more in a day than I did all last year. That's how I retired my wife and my mother-in-law too. If you ever thought it's investments or budgeting, a fancy degree, or even friends in high places or a rich uncle from abroad, then your brain's wealth center is still split in two. Poor you makes these mistakes with money. Rich you makes your dreams come true. Because there's only one thing that matters if you want to get rich. You won't find it online or in courses or even in the law of attraction, since this one thing was hidden inside you all along. It's a powerful brain connection Dr. Ronald Williams studied in the minds of the richest people in history. When it's blocked, poor you makes bad money choices. When it's activated, rich you stops making these mistakes with money and automatically knows what to do. Then you are in a state of wealth flow every second of every day. This ancient bridge in your brain was always meant to be activated. That's why it feels like there are two of you inside. So let's activate this billionaire bridge now with Dr. Williams' 5-second ritual, because it's so simple you can do it at home. You don't need any equipment. You don't need to meditate or visualize, and you definitely don't need to make any more mistakes with money. This breakthrough discovery is shifting the balance of wealth in the 21st century. They say this will be recognized for generations to come. It's no wonder brilliant minds from Einstein to Nikola Tesla knew this secret. So if you can stay with me for the next 3 minutes and 12 seconds, I urge you to watch this video until the end. Because 14 billionaires are already seeking to force this website down, claiming this discovery is not to be shared with the public. We now know they are trying to keep this secret breakthrough for themselves and deep state politicians. I repeat, this website will likely disappear and you may never find it again. I realize you may feel skeptical, or it may look a little too convenient. But this is the secret of the richest man in the world, and it made me wealthy beyond my wildest dreams. It's already helped over 17,000 people switch from making these mistakes with money to creating generational wealth that will last many lifetimes. So let's start right now, and please allow me to introduce myself. Hi, my name is Jason Curris. I'm not a doctor or a neuroscientist, just a regular guy who wanted a good life for my family. All of this began when Elon Musk made my 6-year-old daughter cry. On the day I got fired, I sat in the car holding my pink slip. Little Maddie was in the kitchen with her Prince's coloring book, dreaming about her weekend birthday trip to Disney World, the one I'd have to cancel now. My pregnant wife Emily was folding onesies for baby number 2. The paint in the nursery was still wet, for God's sake. We even put up those little giraffe things on the border. This is going to be perfect, she said, just perfect. My hands were shaking so bad I could barely grip the steering wheel, and I just kept staring at those words. Terminated. Effective immediately. The mortgage, the car payment, Jesus, the credit cards. I couldn't even think about it. Our whole future just gone after Elon's Doge cuts slashed my job. I looked down at the world's best dad mug and my cardboard box of office belongings. Yeah, right. I couldn't face them yet. Not like this. So I called my wife from the car, and when her eyes met mine, the phone dropped from her hands. Little Maddie ran out to the car in tears. Daddy, please, you promised we'd go to Disney for my birthday. I held her close and told her we'd find a way. But I had no idea what to do. So I drove out to LAX airport and walked into the bar at Terminal 4. At 2 p.m. on a Tuesday. I ordered coffee, then switched to whiskey, and just sat there watching families rush by, thinking about how the world was so messed up. How do guys like Elon Musk win at everything while we're all drowning? Rockets, electric cars, reworking the whole economy. It's like these billionaires float by on some sort of cheat code. They'd laugh if they knew I was praying for help and even using numerology and the law of attraction for scratch-off tickets. Fat lot of good that did. I was so lost in my thoughts, I barely noticed the bartender set down another whiskey. "I didn't order this," I said. "He did." She nodded down the bar at an older man. He had kind eyes. Probably a summer house somewhere nice too. "Rough day, kid?" he said. "You're staring into your drink like it's a magic 8-ball. Maybe it was the whiskey, maybe his kind eyes, or maybe I just needed to tell someone before I exploded. But I found myself spilling everything. The layoff, the Disney trip, the baby on the way. I even took a swipe at Elon Musk because of how bitter I felt. He listened quietly, then slid a business card over. "Dr. Ronald Williams, Ph.D., lead neuroscientist, the Elon Code Project." My jaw dropped. "You worked with Elon?" He glanced around the bar. "We've been studying billionaire brains for years. 3 months ago, we discovered something that made them raid our lab. They wanted to keep the technology we developed secret, only for the highest levels of government and CEOs. "They?" I asked. "Who's they?" His eyes darted around again. "We found a connection hidden in your brain, a bridge anyone can use to create vast amounts of wealth. Why do you think he named his brain chip company Neuralink? They're trying to control a brain bridge secret that's been hiding in plain sight all this time. In our initial tests, 3 subjects were able to attract large sums of money. The scientists are using this technology to alter their reality and get anything they want. Elon even trolled us when he carried a sink into Twitter headquarters and said, 'Let that sink in.' He's talking about brain sync, kid. Think about it. Why else would Neuralink be in such a rush to get FDA approval? For putting chips in people's brains? They don't want this getting out. Because our 5-minute technology requires zero outside effort to synchronize your brain for wealth, which means anyone can use it to rapidly start making money and catapult us into the greatest transfer of wealth in human history." Then he went pale as 2 men in dark suits entered the bar. "They found me," he hissed. "Listen, there's a reason you are here today. You're right to be skeptical, but you must listen to me. That wasn't Elon's only slip. I have less than 2 minutes before those men get here, so pay close attention because this next part is key." Wow, this guy's bonkers, I thought to myself. I was about to walk away when I remembered little Maddie crying and my promise for her birthday. I knew there was a version of me who always had the money, who never worried about bills or mortgage payments, who could afford anything his family ever wanted. And something in the way this man spoke commanded my attention. So I listened. We studied the minds of the richest people in the world and figured out the one thing that's different. "See this?" he said, cracking a peanut in half. "This is your brain." I blinked at him. Maybe I'd had too much whiskey. "My brain is a peanut?" "No, look at the gap. See this separation? That's your brain's #1 obstacle to wealth. And billionaires figured out how to fix it. Most people think the brain is split into 2. Left, right, logic versus creativity, that whole thing. Well, that outdated model is costing people millions because it's dead wrong. Even Harvard denied it. Because your brain isn't split into sides. It's one massive network in a supercomputer, like the internet. When you were a kid, it worked perfect. Everything just clicked. You were creative and you picked up new skills instantly. Remember? God, I missed that feeling. NASA even proved that 98% of kids score at the highly creative genius level, yet only 2% of adults can still tap into this God-given superpower. Because as you get older, these networks pull apart. They become lonely islands that stop communicating. And your brain turns into rush hour Manhattan, total gridlock, which is why it feels like you have 2 people inside of you. Why you feel foggy and stuck, and why making real money feels like an impossible dream. Now, look at this typical brain scan. See all those dark areas? Probably looks a lot like yours right now. This condition is called neural segregation, and a giant study from MIT just last year showed it affects nearly everyone over the age of 30, which makes attracting abundance almost impossible. Then he swiped right, and I almost spilled my whiskey. The next scan was alive and pulsing, all lit up like Times Square on New Year's Eve. This is what we call a wealth-optimized brain. It's a pattern we've observed over and over in the brains of billionaires. And this is a 6-year-old's brain. Notice anything? My jaw dropped. They were identical. Same connections, same bright spots, same pulsing activity. See, your brain isn't supposed to be dark and divided. It's meant to be one seamless network where everything flows. Elon let the secret slip again in an interview with Don Lemon that got scrubbed from the internet in under an hour. And you can see it in astronauts returning from long trips in space where connections in their brains skyrocketed. That's why billionaires can master complex skills overnight. Why they see opportunities others miss. Why they build empires while the rest of us struggle to pay rent. And here's the thing. You were born this way. We all were. And my team discovered how to reactivate it. How? I asked. His face went pale. The men were right behind us. Dr. Williams yanked me up by my sleeve. We need to move now. Next thing I know, we were speed walking through Terminal 4. There's a secret bridge hidden in your brain, he said. A bridge that synchronizes wealth creation. It's the one thing billionaires are doing differently. We stopped near an empty gate. Remember how their brain scans were all lit up? There's a reason for that. It's a tiny physical bridge in your brain that turns you into a wealth genius. This bridge is barely bigger than your pinky finger. Yet it processes more information in 1 second than all of Netflix during peak streaming hours. Scientists named it the corpus callosum, but in our lab, we called it something else. He grabbed a napkin and scribbled down 2 words, the Billionaire Bridge. This is the bridge between poverty and wealth, between struggle and success, between your current life and the life you were meant to live. This bridge is what the richest and smartest people have always used as their unfair advantage. They even measured Einstein's after he died, and it was the thickest corpus callosum they'd ever seen. That's why he could solve problems nobody else could. The Billionaire Bridge is like the CEO of the brain. When it's working right, everything flows. Ideas connect, opportunities appear, and money just comes to you naturally. Harvard even says it's the source of the highest and most elaborate activities of the brain. In a word, creativity. Because it's the master key that unlocks everything. And when it's not working properly, you could have the best mindset in the world, the perfect business plan, even insider trading tips, and none of it would matter because your brain wouldn't be wired to take advantage of it. That means a neuroscientist could hook up an EEG right now and see your divided brain and how traffic on your Billionaire Bridge is screeching to a halt, making any money-making attempt practically impossible for you. So it really comes as no surprise that manifestation isn't working for 99% of people alive. Because although you may be using all the right methods and have all the right intentions, the real reason it's not working? It's not your fault. So if you want to be the CEO of your brain, what you really need is to have your wealth genius traffic flowing freely across your Billionaire Bridge. 17 top researchers at Columbia and Princeton universities are desperately unraveling the significance of this brain sync, and the monetary loss involved is simply staggering. Our private team of neuroscientists is light years ahead, and the world is going to remember this discovery we made for generations to come. In the most simple terms possible, we are going to unlock the Billionaire Bridge in your brain so that money can start appearing everywhere in your life, and it only takes 5 minutes. Now listen closely if you want to fix your mind's money-making machinery today. There are only 4 known ways to reactivate these neural networks and unlock your Billionaire Bridge. And they're trying to control all of them. The first is meditation. This is monk-level stuff. They do it for 4 to 6 hours a day to activate deeper brainwaves. It works, but let's face it, we're talking 20 years minimum. The second is becoming an astronaut and going to space. Zero gravity rewires everything up there. Why do you think all these billionaires are obsessed with rocket ships? But it's totally unrealistic for most of us alive today. The third is getting a neural implant, which is what Elon is doing with Neuralink. That's just their way of monetizing what the brain can already do naturally. Plus, the surgery costs a fortune. And did you hear about what happened to the poor monkey in the test trial? And the fourth way is you can use a sound wave proven by neuroscience to alter the connections in your brain. This is by far the easiest way, and also what they really don't want getting out. You see, after analyzing thousands of brain scans, we discovered something remarkable. The corpus callosum, your Billionaire Bridge, can be strengthened using very specific sound frequencies. Have you noticed how certain sounds affect you? How some frequencies instantly change your mood? That's because sound waves don't just enter your ears. They physically reshape your neural pathways and bring your Billionaire Bridge back to its optimal state. Then it goes from a congested 2-lane road to becoming a 12-lane wealth superhighway where anything and everything is possible. All this is undeniable evidence of how neuroplastic your brain really is and how quickly your mind can create lasting wealth connections with this technology. It's a shame the opposite is also true. And when your brain is synced the wrong way, it attracts negative energy around you, which is why bad luck with money gets passed down through generations. And you will pass it on to your children too, unless it's corrected. The exact sequence of events is terrifying. My team knew the answer was in frequencies, yet all our early efforts failed until the day we realized the power of combining different ones. So we quickly expanded our focus to study the most ancient and revered sound waves in history. The same ones described by Nikola Tesla when he said that to discover the secrets of the universe, you must think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Suddenly, we could see them across all cultures, from ancient Egypt to India, European mystics, and right here in Native America too. Aboriginal instruments, bizarre practices like throat singing, and even the ancient Greeks who discovered the musical intervals of sacred geometry. It all made sense now that we knew the power of vibrations in creating the entire universe. Our starting point was the gamma wave, a 40 Hz frequency directly proven to protect and restore the corpus callosum bridge, even showing the greatest therapeutic promise for brain disorders like multiple sclerosis and memory diseases. To this, we added both the alpha wave and the theta wave to create the world's first triple sound wave measured to 9 decimal points that begins activating your Billionaire Bridge from the moment you listen to it. It's this triple combination that our early test subjects used to attract money rapidly. He pulled a small USB drive from his jacket. The sequence of frequencies is preloaded here for you. This is the Elon code, which activates your Billionaire Bridge with 0 difficulty. Follow Elon's 5-minute rule and listen to it for just 5 minutes a day to start seeing the changes in your life when money... His face went white. The men in suits had spotted him. He shoved the USB drive into my hand. Listen to this for 5 minutes before you sleep. That's all it takes, but you have to start tonight. You are the one who must share this with... Dr. Williams spun away and ran, leaving me standing there, holding what felt like a winning lottery ticket in my trembling hand. I watched him disappear and sat back stunned. It finally made sense why I always struggled with money. I rushed home and locked myself in my office, hands trembling as I plugged in my headphones. First, it was just soft, pulsing tones. Then, whoa! The sounds started shifting and separating like they were coming from different directions at once and moving through my brain. A warm tingle of euphoria shot down my spine. And suddenly, the world looked different, sharper, everything in high definition. No wonder Elon was able to juggle Tesla, SpaceX, and Twitter all at once. But then the next morning, nothing. Emily's pregnancy vitamins doubled in price overnight. My check engine light started flashing. And my credit card got declined buying milk and eggs. What was I doing wrong? That night, I lay in bed watching Emily sleep on the couch, pregnancy book open on her chest, still waiting for me to explain where I'd been all day. But the next morning, my whole world changed. A $100 bill flew in the door. Just the wind, I thought. Then I got a letter from the IRS about a $1,200 refund due to their mistake. And I found an uncashed check from my brother's wedding, another $500. By day's end, my old boss called with a promotion at double the salary. You should have seen Maddie's face when we got on the plane to Disney. Pure magic. That was 6 months ago. Here's my life today. My $60,000 bonus in the bank tripled when crypto exploded. I won 3 jackpots with Emily at the casino. I took the whole family to Disney again, this time with our new baby boy. And we just moved into our dream home last month. There is no doubt in my mind where all of this came from. And it's all thanks to Dr. Williams. But I knew this wasn't just about me anymore. This was about everyone who's ever felt trapped. Everyone who's played by the rules their whole life, only to wake up one day and realize the game was rigged from the start. But first, I had to be sure. Maybe I was just getting lucky. So I decided to test it. I started with my brother Mike, who'd lost his construction business. Told him it was some meditation thing Emily got me into. 2 weeks later, he landed a contract worth $1.2 million. Then my neighbor Steve, who was drowning in medical debt after his knee surgery. 7 days later, his disability claim got approved with full back pay. Even my skeptical mother-in-law Janet, who thinks everything is a scam, hit a $50,000 scratch-off ticket her first time playing. That's when I knew. This wasn't coincidence. This wasn't just getting lucky. The Elon code was real. Now, I had to honor Dr. Williams and bring his extraordinary wealth activation system to the world. So I'm thrilled to introduce you to the Elon code. It's the only sound-based frequency designed to activate the Billionaire Bridge in your brain. And it's 100% effortless. You just pop on your headphones for 5 minutes a day, and that's it. While most people are grinding away at second jobs, you just listen and relax as advanced sound frequencies reconnect your Billionaire Bridge, creating one seamless super system that relentlessly attracts abundance into your life. Just like Elon Musk, it starts working the moment you press play. And you don't need to meditate, create vision boards, or keep any kind of journal. Just think of all the ways people try to get wealthy. These days, it's harder than ever. Extra shifts, casinos, lottery tickets, side hustles, even the law of attraction or affirmations. I tried them all, and now I understand why none of it works until your Billionaire Bridge is activated first. So I don't want you to have to suffer like I did. Which is why I'm inviting you to join the thousands of men and women now manifesting true abundance in their lives with the Elon code. Your mind will be clear. You will instantly understand complex problems. You will find yourself in a near constant flow state. New opportunities will amaze you as they appear more frequently. And you'll even notice how your body can heal faster with your expanding corpus callosum. When you automatically dream big like this, your confidence will soar. Just look at me now, writing to you from Turks and Caicos, a billionaire island where I took my family after Disney World. I know what it's like to struggle to make ends meet. Drowning in bills and debt with the threat of a pink slip lurking, when no matter what you try, something always comes along. An unexpected bill, a car repair, even tariffs making prices go up. It's hard to survive these days, and it's not your fault. That's just the way they've made the system. But now, you know this Billionaire Bridge that's been inside you all along. And since its release, the Elon code has transformed the lives of thousands of people around the world. In fact, it's the letters they send me prove that I'm doing God's work on earth to help open the floodgates of money and abundance, like for Jennifer, a teacher in Austin who told me I'd always been terrible with money, like cosmically terrible. But I won $8,400 on a scratch ticket, and it was my first time buying one. Then the school principal insisted I take a paid vacation, and that same day I got a huge surprise refund. My husband thought I was doing something illegal, and now we're going to Paris for 3 weeks. You know, he started listening to these frequencies too. And I love Maria's story. She's a nurse in Phoenix who wrote, "My whole family used to joke about our money curse. No matter what we did, we stayed broke. Well, look what happened with the Elon code. I got 3 job offers in 1 week. My Etsy shop suddenly blew up, and I even won a free cruise. The best part is my kids' grades improved dramatically without studying harder. It's like our whole household's energy shifted." And then there's Steven in Chicago who says, "Listen, I've tried everything. Meditation apps, binaural beats, even that thing where you write checks to yourself. Nothing worked. But the Elon code flipped a switch in my brain. Last month, I made more in affiliate commissions than I did all last year at my job. Plus, my back pain vanished. Weird side effect, but I'll take it. The neural bridge activation is real." And one of my favorites is from Dr. Sarah Chen, who's a scientist. As a neuroscientist specialist, I was skeptical but intrigued by the brainwave patterns. After testing the Elon code myself, the results were undeniable. My side business went from $2,000 a month to $23,000 a month in just 6 weeks. But the real fascinating part was how my pattern recognition abilities heightened. I started seeing opportunities everywhere. It's like my brain got an upgrade. Now, isn't that amazing? I'm guessing you're ready to experience this manifestation breakthrough for yourself, though you may be wondering, how exactly do I use the Elon code? Which is a great question because it's so simple. Here's all you do. After you wake up and get coffee or breakfast, just put on a pair of headphones or earbuds and press play. Listen to the frequencies for just 5 minutes. Everything is already programmed for you. And then just go enjoy your day. That's really all there is to it. In the background, the Elon code is working non-stop to activate your Billionaire Bridge. It's the world's first triple-frequency sound wave for wealth creation that dissolves neural blocks, creates new connections in your mind, and stabilizes your Billionaire Bridge into a permanent structure. It won't take long before money and new opportunities flow into your life more often. Just like it did for me and my family and the entire test group, along with now thousands of other people in over 65 countries who've activated their Billionaire Bridge. There is one thing I need to caution you about, though. I don't know how much longer this website is going to be up and running. If you're seeing it now, that means you can still secure your copy of the Elon code. And I'm telling you this because this site is the only place you can activate your Billionaire Bridge. Elon and a handful of billionaires are not happy about this info being leaked to the public. This secret was never meant to be shared beyond their 1% circle because they want to keep control of the world's wealth. I've already had to move the site several times after they shut it down. So if you even think you want to activate your Billionaire Bridge, let's be honest, who doesn't? I urge you, do not close this page until you get the Elon code. Now, let me be crystal clear. This isn't about me anymore. After all, I have all the money I'll ever need, and I could stay here on this Caribbean island with my family forever. But I'll never forget Dr. Williams' final request that I share this with you and the world. And I'll always remember what it feels like to be just one pink slip away from disaster, especially when there's no reason to live that way anymore. Which is why I'm not asking you to dig into any savings. And I'm not going to keep anyone from activating their Billionaire Bridge. It's now yours forever. Several colleagues told me I should be charging over $10,000 for this, but I'm not after the money. I want to honor Dr. Williams and transform as many lives as possible before they shut down the site for good. And charging a fee like that would make it out of reach for people who need it the most. So you're not investing anywhere near $10,000 today. You won't even invest half or even a quarter of that. In fact, you won't even pay $100 because I refuse to make a profit. All I ask is that you help cover the cost of producing these tracks and the website, which means you get the complete Elon code for less than $50 today. And I'll tell you what, because you've already invested so much time, it's obvious how serious you are, which is why I'm slashing all costs to make a special bargain price only available here today. And I offer you the Elon code for just $39, another full 25% off. The only thing I ask is that you consider sending us a success story as your life starts changing in the most incredible ways. Now, this may seem like a steal, that you could activate your Billionaire Bridge for less than a tank of gas. But remember, my only goal is to spread this far and wide. So yes, what you're seeing now is 100% real on this site only today. All you do on your end is click the button below the video. Once you press that Add to Cart button, you'll be taken to our 100% safe and secure checkout page, where you'll enter your order information and credit card number. We use the very latest SSL encryption to ensure your order is fully protected, just like when you order from Amazon. And as soon as you hit submit, your digital audio track will be emailed to you immediately, which means you save another $9 since there's no shipping fees. And there's no waiting for a package to get delivered either. But that's not all you get when you order the Elon code today. Because you're here now, I'm including 3 bonuses totaling over $497 that you get for free when you take action today. Your first free gift? The Harvard Flow State Protocol. Based on research from Harvard Medical and Penn State Presidential Leadership Academy, this exclusive guide is exactly what I use to combine my Billionaire Bridge with the scientifically proven flow state for maximum wealth attraction. Just imagine being able to effortlessly trigger this powerful state on demand, creating what neuroscientists describe as a wealth acceleration loop in your brain. Your second free gift, sleep your way to health. Sleep is my number one activity now that I'm wealthy because that's when your brain consolidates its gains. This sleep optimization system shows you how to integrate your sleep cycles to maximize wealth attraction even while you're resting. Discover how your audio track works with your brain's natural sleep rhythms to program your subconscious for wealth abundance throughout the night. Your third free gift, 17 billionaire wealth engine triggers. I've identified 17 specific triggers that instantly boost your Billionaire Bridge activation. These are real live actions, words, and environments that act like rocket fuel for wealth attraction. Implement just one per day and watch as money begins flowing to you from unexpected sources, just like it does for the world's richest individuals. And one extra free gift, 24-hour emergency cash activation. Sometimes you can't wait for money. When you have an unexpected bill or a sudden expense, this specialized bonus track creates an immediate shift in your brain's wealth receptors. Our users report attracting smaller sums of cash within 24 to 48 hours after listening. This is your break glass in case of emergency solution for immediate cash flow. I can't promise exactly how it will work for you, but just look at Ella in Montgomery, Alabama, who wrote, "My kid's field trip payment was due in a week, $695, which we didn't have, and I didn't know how to get. I listened for 3 days, and the next morning, my old Pokemon cards sold on eBay for $1,200. Hadn't even listed them yet. The buyer found them in my store and made an offer." It's stories like these that make my heart burst. They're so inspiring, and I can't wait to hear what happens to you. And that's over $497 in bonuses that are yours free when you get the Elon code today. Just click on the Add to Cart button below now. Please note these bonuses are not available anywhere else. Also, one more very important thing I need to mention. When you place your order below, you're backed by our 90-day 100% money-back guarantee. It's an all-inclusive, ironclad guarantee based on your complete and total satisfaction with your experience. What this means is that after clicking below to order, just download the track and listen to them every morning for just 5 minutes. I can guarantee that your life will keep improving in the most miraculous ways as you start attracting more and more abundance. Because the neuroscience behind activating your Billionaire Bridge is simply undeniable. But if for any reason at all you're not 100% satisfied with the new improvements in your life after listening to the Elon code, just email or call me on the phone and I'll refund you every single penny on the spot. No questions asked. So if you're feeling ready to join the thousands already building real wealth the scientific way, I urge you to download your copy of the Elon code today. Simply try it out risk-free for 90 days and you'll see. I want you to feel 100% confident that it will work for you too, which means you don't even have to decide right now. You can say maybe, and you'll have a full 90 days to test it out for yourself. Just click the button below to secure your order. You'll see how money and wealth start showing up. Since no two humans are alike, there's a fascinating amount of ways this can happen to you. The one thing I know for sure is you will recognize it immediately. I can't wait for you to experience this activated life of your dreams. And I did my best to make it a complete no-brainer decision for you today. All you need is headphones and 5 minutes to attract money your way. So it's really just a simple choice. You have the option of saying no to what you see here and staying the way you are. This is the reality most people are stuck in, hoping for help from the universe, praying things will start changing. This is the reality of living short on money, never being able to afford nice things or vacations for your family, while the billionaires get richer and enjoy the wealth and freedom that's rightfully yours. Because remember, when your corpus callosum, that billionaire bridge, stays undeveloped, no amount of manifesting can ever work, and it gets passed down to your kids in a cycle of bad luck and money struggles. And what happens if the pink slip comes or there's a medical emergency? Or your second option is trying the Elon code today, which is highly recommended. Dr. Williams risked his career and life to get this solution out into the world for everyone to prosper. My life changed almost overnight. and the most incredible opportunities can come flooding your way so that you wake up on top of the world while your friends and family witness a miraculous change in front of their eyes. The choice is always 100% yours. Do you want to activate the $1 Billionaire Bridge responsible for the wealthiest people in the world so that you can have it too? This is the path of true wealth and abundance, and it's no coincidence you are here today. It's a sign that you are ready to start attracting vast amounts of dollars your way. Believe me, life is a lot easier when you have boatloads of money. Then you can focus on anything you want and never worry about money ever again. For me, the choice was easy. Click the button below and try it yourself. 100% risk-free for a full 3 months. Oh, good, you're still here. That's perfect, because I had some good questions come in just now from viewers at home that I'm going to answer. The first one is from Michael in Texas, who asks, what makes the Elon code superior to meditation and binaural beats? Great question, Michael, and I understand why you might think that. So here's the key difference. Meditation apps and binaural beats try to get you into a relaxed state. The Elon code uses specific frequency combinations shown to restructure neural pathways related to wealth building. That means permanent changes in how your brain processes opportunity, and it's 100% safe too. The next question is from Jamie in Florida, who asks, can you walk me through exactly how to use the Elon code? Absolutely, Jamie, and I appreciate it because it shows you're serious about getting results. The beauty of the Elon code is its simplicity. Here's exactly what you do. 1. Download the audio files to your phone or computer. 2. Put on any regular headphones. 3. Press play. 4. Close your eyes and listen for 5 minutes. That's it. No meditation poses, no special breathing, no need to chant or visualize anything. Just 5 minutes and the frequencies do all the work for you. And here's what's happening during that time. The first frequency dissolves existing mental barriers. The second creates new neural pathways. The third stabilizes these changes into your billionaire bridge. You can use the Elon code anytime you have 5 quiet minutes to yourself. Just 5 minutes a day is all it takes to start rewiring your brain for wealth. Oh, and I see we have another great question. How quickly can I expect to see changes? And what should I be looking for? This is probably the most common question we get, Sarah, because when you're excited about something, you want to know what to expect. Of course, everybody is different, and so much depends on the activity you've had in your gamma and theta waves in the past. Most people notice they're more alert to opportunities in the first 2 to 3 days. Little things they used to miss become obvious, and you often get flashes of insight in the first few hours. In the first week is when it really kicks in. You'll start seeing connections that were invisible before. This is often when new romantic opportunities show up. Changes like improved finances or weight loss may follow over the next coming weeks or months. Remember that the biggest breakthroughs are only waiting for you, and there's really no limit to what can happen now that you are regaining the incredible power of your mind. And the long-term results being reported are simply mind-blowing. You'll notice an automatic shift as you start dreaming big and thinking big. It's really amazing to realize that it comes from listening to these frequencies for 5 minutes a day. The best way to find out is to take the test run yourself by clicking the button below. Remember, you're always protected by our ironclad 90-day guarantee. Here's a good question from Jenny in Michigan, who asks, can the Elon code help me win the lottery? I get asked this a lot, and I love it. And the truth is, in my dreams. If it did, I'd be writing this from my own island sipping Mai Tais with Elon Musk. While we have had users report pattern recognition centers in their brain activating their luck at the casino, there is as of yet no evidence that the Elon code caused it. Now, Mike in Las Vegas is asking, will this make me wealthy like Elon Musk? And spot on, Mike. After all, it's named the Elon code. And Elon is crazy rich. If you spent $1 million every day, it would take you some 673 years to spend all his money. Now imagine if you even had a fraction of that. Even just 1% of Elon's wealth would mean over $3.5 billion. The Elon Code is designed to activate your brain's natural wealth patterns so that you too can start thinking and acting like a billionaire and create your own fortune. Realistically, very few of us will ever get as wealthy as Elon himself, but I'm quite happy just getting a slice of that giant pie. It's enough to last multiple lifetimes. I see a question from Linda in Chicago who says, "I'm very interested, but to be honest, the price seems too low. Why aren't you charging more?" You're not the first person to ask, Linda. In fact, Dr. Williams and I had this exact conversation. Here's the thing. We could easily charge $2,000 or more for this program. These are the exact same frequency patterns billionaires have been keeping secret for years. And the neuroscience behind it is thorough. Harvard, MIT, and Columbia all published research on how specific sound frequencies can physically alter brain patterns. I've included links to their studies below. Space flights, neural implant surgeries, or decades of meditation are very expensive and time-consuming. But Dr. Williams was adamant. This needs to reach as many people as possible. He actually made me promise right there in that airport bar that we would keep it accessible to everyday people like you and me. And when you think about it, the investment is less than a few cups of coffee or a single family dinner, or even what most people spend on streaming services each month. Plus, remember you're protected by our 90-day, 100% money-back guarantee, which means you don't even have to decide right now. You can just say maybe and test it out for yourself for a full 90 days. And if for any reason you're not satisfied after activating your Billionaire Bridge, you can get a complete refund, no questions asked. Looks like that's the last question for now. Simply click the button below this video, and when you place your order on our secure checkout page, we'll immediately email the Elon code to you. All covered by our 90-day, 100% money-back guarantee. So there's really zero risk on your end at all. I can't wait for you to activate your Billionaire Bridge and never have to worry about money again. You'll see how it changes where you eat and where you shop, the places you travel to, and even where you decide to live. I activated my Billionaire Bridge and went from feeling cursed by the universe to a life beyond my wildest dreams. And I don't want you ever to have to struggle or live paycheck to paycheck, because that's not the way life is supposed to be. Remember, this scientific discovery has been verified by leading researchers around the world. Dr. Williams is a hero to thousands of people who have activated the Elon code. I've made it my mission to make it affordable to anyone. There are very few things that will make such a difference in your life. For just $39, that's less than a tank of gas these days, and the value is incredible. So if you're still watching now, if what I'm saying resonates with where you are right now, this may well be the greatest change for your wealth in years. Click below to activate your Billionaire Bridge today. Our checkout is secure, and you'll receive an email immediately so you can get started right away. And you're always protected by our 90-day ironclad satisfaction guarantee. Life is full of abundant opportunities when you can recognize them in the Elon code's flow state. Thank you for watching, and God bless.